I have been sent my first ever product to review and, well, it's massive. This is the golf hitting cage by Galileo Sports. You're reviewing it as well, Pepper? Cat's called Pepperoni. She likes it. This is the golf hitting cage by Galileo Sports. And if you stick around for this whole video, I might even give it away. Let's get into it. There are loads of different ways to practice golf at home, but arguably there's no better way than a hitting cage in your garden. These things are big enough to be hitting full shots into. There's no fear of missing this net. It's absolutely massive. And when you've got one of these set up, you've got all the confidence you need to be able to hit all of the clubs in your bag. They're stronger and more durable than pop-up hitting nets. The only issue is their size. This hitting net by Galileo Sports is the biggest one that they've got on their website, and it's 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, and 10 feet deep. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have ordered one so big. I mean, this thing is bigger than my indoor simulator unit. Considering how big it is, it was actually very simple to put together. But before we get into that, what actually comes in the box? Now, in the box, you're going to get absolutely everything you need to build this hitting cage. You don't need any additional items other than a hitting mat. So you're going to get 24 5-foot poles to build the frame, along with their corner joints. And you're going to get the hitting net, which all comes joined together. All the panels are joined together, so it's just a case of clipping it to the frame. And you're going to get your target flag. The added extras you get in the box include a 10-foot by 10-foot replacement panel for your hitting cage, some 10 pegs to pin your cage to the ground if you've got it set up in your garden, and a handful of these replacement squares of netting. Now for me, in the box, there seems to be a lot of emphasis on replacement products. Does that suggest that this unit is not going to be very durable? I've used nets in the past, and the nets have always been thicker than this, but I mean, it is pretty strong. I hit my fingers, to be honest with you. I'm hoping we don't need so many replacement products in the box, but they're there if we ever need them. Now, the box this thing came in was so heavy. It weighed 38 kilograms. Dragging this box into place was probably the hardest part of this build though. Putting the frame together and clipping the netting on couldn't have been easier. The two 5-foot poles connected together with an overlap joint, and then you just clip each end into the corner joint. It took me about 15 minutes to put the frame together, and if I had a bit of a helping hand, it would have probably taken me 5 minutes. The hardest part of that process was feeding one end of the pole into the corner joint while I was halfway up a ladder. But even that wasn't that difficult, to be honest with you. After the frame was built, all I had to do was Velcro the netting to the frame. It did take me a while to unravel the net, I won't lie, the thing is huge. But the actual process of Velcroing the netting to the frame was so simple. I did make one error when I was doing that though. I had the cage 90 degrees wrong, which means that I had to take the whole thing down again and put it back up. So whoever wins this hitting cage, just remember, the long Velcro straps connect to the bottom of the cage. Don't make the same mistake I did. It was very annoying. And that brings me very conveniently to my first of 2 giveaways in this video. Now, if you want to be in with a chance of winning this hitting cage, all you need to do is be a subscriber of the channel, comment below, let me know what your handicap is and how often you practice. And it wouldn't harm if you shared this video with another person who needs to practice golf more. Now, unfortunately, because of the size of this thing, I'm not going to be able to send this product worldwide for you. So the winner of this giveaway is going to have to be based in the UK. I just don't have the money to send this anywhere in the world, I'm afraid. But stay tuned, because I've got a second giveaway open to absolutely everyone. More on that in a bit. Now, what was it like actually hitting golf balls into this cage? Well, the first thing I was surprised about was how quiet it actually was. I was expecting this sort of loud racket from the metal frame. As soon as the ball hit the net, that it would like vibrate throughout the whole cage and the frame, and it would just be loud. But it was really quiet. As soon as the golf ball hit this sort of target flag, it just gobbled up all of the noise, all of the vibrations, and just spat the ball back out to me. I couldn't believe how quiet it was. One cool feature about this hitting cage, the flooring is tilted at an angle so that when the ball hits the net, it sort of returns back to your feet. If you've ever hit balls in a hitting cage at a golf course, it's so annoying hitting these balls, then having to walk forward and collect it, put it back down. Not with this one, it's gonna push the ball right back down towards the feet. I was doing that with 7-irons and I was doing that with drivers as well. I've hit about 30 driver shots into this cage and there's not a scratch on the target flag. My only gripe with this cage so far, when I was hitting a wedge, the launch angle was so perfect that it hit the back crossbar of the frame and came shooting out of the cage towards me. Now, it wasn't a huge deal. All I had to do was move the hitting mat closer to the cage. And that meant that my wedges were hitting the target flag and not the crossbar. Now, with the hitting mat so close to the cage, I was a little bit uneasy about how I would be able to swing a driver. All I had to do was move the mat to one side and aim towards the middle of the cage, and I was nowhere near hitting the frame, even with a driver. So far so good. It holds up really well. It's really quiet. That was the most surprising feature of this for me. It was so quiet compared to what I thought it was going to be. And the neat little design of the floor means that the ball returns to you after you've hit it. Now to put its durability to the test. Now, I did say at the start of this video I was a little bit concerned about the netting's durability. So I'm going to put that to the test. I'm going to hit golf balls at this net until my arms are numb to see if I can get a ball to go through this net. Now I'll let you know how many shots I've hit before I either give up or the net gives up. Let's get into it. That was the shortest time lapse in history. The net lasted 2 shots. I am actually really disappointed there. Just broken, just here, just slipped through. It's not like it's broken anything, it's like just stretched it out a little bit, you can see. Here was the first shot and you can, well, you probably can't see, but there's a little bulge there that just pierced through. This one was a little bit off the toe, so probably didn't have a huge amount of ball speed. This one, right out of the middle. Luckily, the ball missed the fence behind the netting and it's just gone into a field behind, but not a good durability test. Now, in Galileo Sports' defense, I wasn't using the cage as it was designed. During that test, I removed the target flag, which was the main protection for the netting, but I was putting the netting to the test, and quite frankly, it failed. I think that explains why they provide so much patchwork replacement netting for this product. But throughout the day, I've been hitting golf balls at that target flag and it hasn't even scratched. It's held up extremely well with all sorts of different clubs. So if you use this product as designed, you're probably gonna be all right. Now, before I give it away to one of you guys, I will fix this hole, don't worry. And it's time to talk about that second giveaway. The second giveaway in this video is going to be a gift voucher for Galileo Sports. Now, on their website, you'll see all sorts of training aids to be used at home. And a £100 gift card is going to go a long way to helping you get better at golf at home. To be in with a chance of winning this £100 gift card, all you need to do is be a subscriber of the channel. Comment below, let me know what your handicap is and how often you practice. And it wouldn't harm if you shared this video with another person who needs to practice golf more. The winner of both of these giveaways will be announced on the 31st of July 2024, and I'll get in contact with you if you are a winner. So hit that subscribe button, write your comment, and share this video. This thing is going to cost you around £320, somewhere around 400 to 420 US dollars. And that's actually really cheap for a hitting cage. It's more than half the price of some of the most expensive hitting cages on the market, but it's just lacking in a couple of key areas for me. This netting is not durable enough, and it wouldn't have cost the earth to make this back netting more durable. And the second issue I have with this hitting cage is the frame itself doesn't come with any protection. So when a golf ball hits it, it's coming straight back at you. And it's a real shame because the price to quality ratio is actually bang on. But if they spent 50 quid more making it, it would have been absolutely perfect. Is this hitting cage worth buying? Absolutely. And use it the way it's designed to be used. Will you have to modify it slightly? Yes, I'd probably put some protection on the cage. Will you have to fix some holes every now and then? Yes, probably. But at least they supply everything you need to be able to do that. I put a link in the description to Galileo Sports' website, so you can see all of the product information for this hitting cage. and you can snoop around on their website to see how you're going to spend your £100 gift voucher. Don't forget to be in with a chance of winning one of these 2 prizes. Hit that subscribe button. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.